Welcome back, everyone. Some news you can use here this afternoon. The price of a life-saving drug is beginning to start to ramp up, but at the same time, Epipens are proving to be harder to come by.
Now, with students heading back to school, parents are scrambling to find these devices for their children to keep them protected. Fox 61's Esther Catro has the news that you can use.
It's exorbitant.
Carolyn Janice is talking about the price of an Epipen. She has a 4-year-old son, Noah, who she says is allergic to all nuts, so he needs to have an Epipen near him.
What we have seen is skyrocketing prices and severe shortages.
Today, Connecticut Senator Blumenthal unveiled a plan to address the high cost of EpiPens as students return to school. The Epipen is an auto-injector that can give Noah an adrenaline hormone to help keep his airways open while having a severe allergic reaction. It's made by the pharmaceutical company Mylan. It's a key life-saving tool for those who have serious allergies to certain foods or things like bee stings.
Epinephrine has long been available. It's the injectors under patent by Mylan that enable it to price gouge and profiteer. So it is taking its patent on the means of delivery and making the drug unaffordable.
They're bought in packs of 2 and can cost upwards of $600. They're only good for 1 year, which means if they're not used, they must be thrown away and families need to buy a new set.
And it has come down to an exorbitant cost issue because, of course, many times they expire without us actually using them.
Even with the help of insurance, the cost is getting too high to afford, but they have little choice but to buy it.
When you send your child to school, it's an extension of your home, and so anything that I would need to keeping Noah safe in my home, I would expect and hope that schools could become another safe place.
According to Senator Blumenthal, schools are training staff as well as bus drivers on how to use EpiPens.
The Education Committee and the legislature responded in 2014 by being one of the first states to ensure that, indeed, EpiPens are available in every school building.
In West Hartford, Esther Catro, Fox 61 News.
We have more now on how the federal government is addressing the need for EpiPens. Just last week, the Food and Drug Administration announced it was extending the expiration date for specific lots of the EpiPen. The FDA saying those injectors can be used 4 months beyond the label date and still be effective. And earlier this month, the FDA also approved a new generic competitor to the EpiPen, which is expected to be much cheaper when it hits the market. Generic drugs can be priced as much as 80% lower than the original product.
Important information for a lot of people out there this afternoon. All right, turning now to the weather, joined by meteorologist Rachel Frank. How's it looking?
Oh my gosh. So Rob, a viewer, just wrote me in and said, please lie to me a little bit. I can speak for everybody who's in construction and works outside. He said, it's too bad we live in Connecticut. I'm trying to think of what he said, where the summers are like Ecuador and the winters are like Alaska.
That's pretty good.
I like that, Rob.
I have to remember that for this year. True. It might be true. Want to talk a little